So we got a new segment. We're going to try doing this real quick. We're going to run through it in about 7 minutes before we get Reflog on here. But we watched a lot of NFL, and these are things I think. So I'm going to present something I think to you guys.
Okay.
We'll discuss it for a second. We'll move on. We got 5 of them. You ready?
Let's go.
First thing I think. The Bills are beatable, but the Jets winning on Sunday does not help the Browns' chances in 2 weeks. We saw them lose a game to the Dolphins earlier, went on a 4-game streak where they just abolished every team that they played. The Browns, on the schedule in 2 weeks. I don't think them losing a game like that helps the Browns' chances in Week 12.
I tend to agree with you. The Jets, it's a divisional game. They see each other twice a year.
Yeah.
Divisional games are just a little bit weird. The Buffalo-Miami game, it was 158 degrees on the field that day. They're dragging dudes off left and right. That was kind of a fluky whatever. The Bills, to me, are still the class of the AFC, and I still think the Browns have. I mean, I said before, don't even get off the bus. Go ahead and get off the bus. The Jets beat them. You can get off the bus, but I don't have high hopes for that game.
It's like it almost makes me feel a little bit better about the Jets' loss, like because I know they're not trash.
The Jets are 6-3.
They 6-3.
It don't matter. That was the worst loss of the year. Worst loss of the year was that Jets game.
Boy, I tell you, I think the Bills are pretty much the class of the AFC. I think it, like Jason said, it's a division game. When you're playing division foes, they play you twice a year. They know your stuff. They know what you're going to run. You just got to execute. Thought you just played a pretty good game. And we know Josh Allen will give you a couple. That interception he had was a bad one. He'll give you a couple of those. The Browns, I don't think so. I don't think it makes them feel any better.
Brad, the next one's for you, so we're going to move on here because we got to get these 4 in. I think that Justin Fields is that dude. 4 touchdowns yesterday, 180 rushing yards, a new record for a quarterback, threw for 3. As the Bears' offense is starting to come alive. That's your guy.
You better come to me, full face.
You've been preaching.
Full face.
You've been preaching.
Now listen, I've been watching this kid since high school. Y'all gonna stop playing with me, right? This is not Mike Pago, right? Stop playing with me. Put some people around him. You will see what we saw in Columbus. He's a real freaking player, and he playing with people. He was playing with Bradley Chubb and them yesterday. They have nothing for him, right? And the last 3-4 weeks have been just like this because he's figuring it out in real time. And guess what? He's going to be real good. That's why they went and got real Claypool to try to help him. And the people, did you see it? See, I watched the game yesterday. When Claypool came in that game, the stadium, Bears Soldier Field lit up because they were like, give him somebody just to work with. Just somebody.
Hey, I watched the game, too, because you had him starting at your quarterback.
Yeah, he was on you.
With 1,000 points messing around with me. Hey, he doing his thing, man. He did his thing, man. Randy Jackson voice. He did his thing, man. You'll be all right.
Number 3, the next thing I think, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady are broken. If you look at a game log of Aaron Rodgers, you would think those numbers are what we see from Jacoby Brissett prior to the season. It took Tom Brady 60 attempts to throw for 280 yards yesterday. I know he threw the game-winning touchdown late. But you watch these two,
Oof.
I think they're done. I don't think there's any fix in either of them.
Is they washed?
They broke it.
I've been about to tweet it for about 2-3 weeks, but I ain't brought myself to it. Or I'm just asking you, my good man, is they washed a little bit?
I mean, the Bucs were my team when we started the year as the team that was going to be the biggest disappointment in the NFC. So I'm not sure Tom Brady's washed.
I don't think Tom Brady washed.
And I'm not sure Aaron Rodgers is washed.
I think Aaron Rodgers doing it on purpose.
You think he's protesting the? I think it's the amount of talent around both of them. I don't think either are washed.
You see, I'm not flinching when I say that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Aaron Rodgers is just like.
It don't even look like he's there.
It don't look like he even care.
It don't
I don't
look
care. I got my bag. I'm good. I'm gonna prove a point to you. But they've been going at it for a while, for years. I'm gonna prove a point to you. But what you see in Tom Brady, is a man in personal turmoil.
Yeah, I think
after you saw the relief off his back last night after they marched down there and threw that touchdown. Because if you've ever been in personal turmoil, you're not there. You're not locked in. It's hard to lock in.
Oh, trust me. I went through a divorce and I was at work. I was like, look, bro, you know, I'm going to need to use your shower. It's like, Garrett, go home. Garrett, go home. I'm just, can't do that.
We got 2 more before we get to Reflog. Number 4 of the things I think. The Eagles have a legitimate shot to run the table and finish the season 17-0. The schedule is not that hard.
Yeah.
They play teams that are good at the right times.
Yeah.
And also, The Eagles are good, man. They go in a lot of different
they are
ways.
good.
Listen, they got Miles Sanders. He's been running the ball. They got, Brown.
A.J.
He's a
Brown.
monster.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts is a dual threat. And they play a physical brand of just they fast on defense. They play hard. They hit hard. They got a shot.
Here's the rest of their schedule. Washington, at Indy, home to Green Bay, Tennessee, at the Giants, at the Bears, at the Cowboys, home to the Saints, home to the Giants. No, I don't think they run the table. It's so hard to do. It's so
Philly does Philly.
there's always a Sunday where you slip and you don't see it coming.
And on top of that, you got to look at it like this. If they are, undefeated going into 13th, 14th week,
Oh, man.
now they're looking at if you clinch. Once they clinch, it's all
Yeah, but they have a
downhill.
young coach and a young team. It's not Peyton Manning back there.
Right.
Sirianni's kind of a psycho in a good way. And I think he's the kind of guy who would want to do that. We got one more, though, before we get Reflog in here. And I don't want to short him his time. But I think Geno Smith should be the comeback player of the year. Kenneth Walker should be the offensive player of the year. And Pete Carroll should win coach of the year for the ultimate Seahawks trifecta.
I can't hate on Geno Smith. Kenneth Walker, he's putting up really good numbers. I don't know about Pete Carroll. I'm trying to think if anybody has had a better job than Pete Carroll.
I mean, the Seahawks are in first place. Nothing was expected of them this year. Nothing at all. I don't know about Kenneth Walker's offensive player of the year, but I can't argue with
Offensive rookie.
Oh, rookie.
Yeah.
I missed that. Well, that's a little different. I can't argue with Geno Smith or Pete Carroll at this point. Like we got a lot. There was a time when Kyler Murray looked like the MVP of the league last year.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of football left, but right now, I can't argue with two of those three. I'd have to look at the Walker thing
Geno Smith
closer.
has played well. Kenneth Walker, no surprise if you follow. I'm a Big Ten guy. He was doing the same thing at Michigan State. Right now, Pete Carroll, I'm giving nothing to. He gets nothing from me. He's hating on my man from Wisconsin, Russell Wilson. So Pete Carroll gets nothing.
You talk about a dude that's washed?
Nothing.
Your boy from Wisconsin is washed.
Nothing.
He's broken.
Russell Wilson could be on that he's broken list, too. They just had a bye week. this
He
week.
is
let me
broken.
Nothing.
Actually, I don't
care.
think
I
I
don't
think
care.
I think that. I know he's
I know
washed.
that.
Let me